This has been such a chaotic morning. I am packing for a beach resort trip for our family. We are a family of 6 and it's January and we're so excited to be escaping to Florida for a few days, but that requires a lot of work on my part. Today's the day where all my kids are at school, which makes it a little easier to just gather everything in one space and get everything packed. The kids kind of helped gather their clothing items and trying on stuff before today. But I'm gonna do the final pack by myself, which honestly I kind of like. But this pack has been not just days in the making, but weeks, because if you've taken a tropical vacation in winter, you have to try on all of the kids' clothes from the previous season to see if they still fit: shorts, tank tops, dresses, swimsuits, that sort of thing, sandals. And so we had to do all of that, and then I had to go through and make a list of what we were missing or what didn't fit the kids anymore, and then put in orders online to try to buy shorts, tank tops, swimsuits, and that sort of thing, which is surprisingly hard to find online in winter. Like, people live in warm climates. Why is it so hard to find like warm weather clothes during winter? I don't understand. And I had the same issue when we lived in Florida. So anyway, we had to order everything we needed for this trip and hope everything fit. So I think I have everything I need here. I'm just gonna walk you through a day in the life packing for a family of 6, except for my husband, he takes care of his own stuff. But I'm just gonna walk you through. I'm a travel content creator, a mom of 4, we travel all the time. So hopefully I can share a few tips and tricks that you either didn't know or hadn't thought of or forgot about. And if you have any tips to share with me, I'm always open to improving my pack. I love streamlining the process, packing as light as possible, making it as simple and straightforward as possible. So here we go, let's do this. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Before I show you everything that I have all set up, I want to show you a few things. I keep a small basket like this in my office. If you don't have an office, just put it in the corner of a bedroom or a room you don't use all the time. And I put, as I purchase small items for the trip or see them around the house and remember oh yeah, we're gonna need to pack that, I'll throw them in this little basket. So a few examples: I bought mints and gum for the trip. I always like to have these when I'm traveling because on a travel day or days when you're kind of out of routine, I just tend to get a little nauseous sometimes, and mints kind of help cure that a little bit. Tiny sunscreens to pack. Normally we like the zinc stuff, but I didn't think about it ahead of time enough, so I didn't have time to order a travel size zinc sunscreen. I ordered these sunnies off the TikTok shop. Very excited about them. What do we think? I kind of like them, and they're really comfy. They don't hurt the bridge of my nose. So I always like aviators, and these are kind of angular aviators, and they seem a little sturdier than the aviators I've had in the past. So excited about those. Dramamine, face sunscreen, travel charger, things like that. So tiny things that you see around your house or order or pick up at the store, keep them in a small basket like this. And then I also keep, you could do a laundry basket or a tote bin like this, and put larger things dresses that you order specifically, candy for the plane, or I just threw all my kids' swimsuits in here when I thought about it. So any purchases that I make or things I see around the house that are a little bit bigger, I'll throw in a bigger basket or tote bin. Side note, these are our favorite organic lollipops that we buy on the plane to help with the kids' ears. I like them because there's no artificial dyes in them. And I usually can't find them in the store, so I just order them on Amazon. I'll make sure to link them. So yeah, that's that. Okay, the next thing I have here, I bought us all plain colored sweatshirts. When I looked at the forecast for this trip, it looked like it was going to be a little bit chillier, especially in the evenings and mornings. So I got us these pastel colored hoodies because I thought that would be cute for beach photos and videos. This is actually a sponsored trip, so I want to make sure we have no brand logos on our clothes, which is why I really focused on getting the plain colors. But I also like that the kids will be able to wear these just to school or on the weekends at home. I got this for myself. I loved the color. I actually got this in the men's section at Kohl's. I couldn't find any in the women's section, colors that I liked. And then the kids are from Target. They have a lot of awesome kids clothes right now. Also spent the morning doing laundry. Most of this I didn't need to do laundry for because it's summer clothes that they haven't worn in a while because it's the dead of winter here. But there are a few items that had to go through the laundry. And so I've done one couch cushion per person. So we're ready to put those in packing cubes as soon as I gather the last bit of stuff. Now I have ambitions to pack light for this trip, mainly because I'll be traveling by myself with the kids on the way there. My husband has one more day of work and then he'll meet us there later that night. But we have these rolling backpacks for the kids that I absolutely love. We've used these like for our trip to Guatemala, and they actually fit quite a bit of stuff. And then the kids don't have to carry them on their back and complain about how heavy they are. So these have been amazing to pack light. Like I said, they're pretty spacious, so we can usually fit like a giant packing cube in there, and then anything they want to do on the plane in the front pocket. Whoops, knocked those over. But I have one for each of the kids. Then I'll probably do a suitcase for myself and like any shoes that don't fit in their bags. And I have to bring all this camera gear because like I said, this is a sponsored trip, so we need to bring tons. I don't know if I'll need this suitcase or not, so we'll see how the pack goes. Sometimes you just don't know until you start packing. And then last of all, we have my CalPack Luca duffel that I have become obsessed with. I use this for every trip now. It does have a like a trolley sleeve, so you can fit it, just set it right on top of the suitcase so that I don't have to carry anything on my back. There's so much organization on the inside. Oh, I still have my receipts from my last trip, tax purposes. But yeah, a lot of good organization. It does have a laptop sleeve in there, an external pocket, and there's even, I used this on my trip to New York because all I brought was this duffel bag. You can put shoes in here. Like I said, I used that when I went to New York because I didn't have any other bags with me, but typically I don't use that, so we'll see. Next, we have my little electronics charging station. We only use the kids' tablets for when we travel. They're not allowed to use these at home because we love to limit screen time at home. That way it's really special when we are traveling and then I get some peace and quiet when we're on the plane. My DSLR mirrorless camera. I'll link this below if you're interested. It's a little bit lighter than a typical DSLR camera, which I like. I'll bring my daughter's little digital camera, although I still got to figure out how to get the pictures off of here for her. She took a ton of cute pictures in New York, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get those. Then we have all of the kids' headphones. My two youngest got these Yodo minis for Christmas. They do plug into headphones, and then they get these little cards that have different stories on them. So my youngest has Daniel Tiger, and then my 7-year-old has these Magic Tree House ones. If you have a Yodo and kids around my kids' ages, they're almost 5 and 7. He'll be turning 8 in spring. Let me know what stories they like. Next, I have my wire organizers for when I'm done charging. I can throw all of the chargers in there. Just keeps things a little bit more organized. I'm also going to bring my GoPro camera because we'll be doing a lot of water sports and activities, swimming. We might be going on like wave runners. We'll be on the beach a lot, so this is going to be really handy to have. I'm also debating if I should bring my vlogging camera or not. I think I'll just throw it in just in case. I just end up using my phone most of the time because it's so quick and easy and the video is very clear. But sometimes it's nice to have this for like talking head videos. We are also bringing our drone on this trip. The resort I asked them if they wanted drone video and photos and they said yes. So I'm excited for that. I think I'm gonna have my husband bring that with his stuff when he follows us to the resort. Then just some face wipes. Kids eat lollipops or candy and they get sticky and yeah. Then I always bring a mini backpack for excursions or just going to the pool or whatever. I think I'll also try to find a beach bag. I should look in the garage for that. And this is something new I'm trying. This is called the Packet. I don't know what the actual name of it is, but I will link it. I just ordered this on Amazon. It is like a lunch bag, but The bag itself is a cooler. So you store it in the freezer and it folds up really small. See how the inside, you can't feel the material, but you can see that it is kind of a cooler itself. So then on the plane, I'll bring things like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, apple slices, maybe some berries for the kids, or if I can find yogurt small enough to fit through TSA, or apple pouches and that sort of thing, we can use it for that. Of course, I'll have to put the liquid food items probably in our liquid quart-size bags, but then I can throw them in here after we get through TSA. I do have TSA pre-check, so that should not be a problem. Okay, now it's time to put it all together. So I'm going to show you how I use packing cubes and how I am as efficient as possible with them. I've tried rolling and I've tried accordion folding. I don't know if you remember like the Marie Kondo style of folding where you can see everything in a drawer, like it's almost like it's rolled. I've tried both of those styles and they're nice, they're fine, but I found what is the most efficient use of space is to lay clothes flat to the length and width of the packing cube. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do that. Okay, so here we go. I have my large packing cube. I'm going to start with my youngest. So actually this will be a little different because she's 4, her clothes are pretty small. So this is going to obviously look different if you have larger clothes, but I'll show you what I mean by packing to the length and width of the packing cube. So you kind of want to line up the clothes. It's pretty easy with hers because they're actually about, like this is one of her dresses. So I would lay it pretty much flat. Maybe we'll try it this way. And then right when we get to the edge, I'll kind of fold it over. So it's almost flat. It fits to the length and width of the packing cube. Then if I do another dress like that, I'll alternate sides. So I'll show you what that would look like because I have almost the same dress. So then we'll put the bottom of the dress on this side. Actually, we'll put the fold on this end this time so we're not overlapping folds, so it's as flat as possible. And then I'll fold over the edge on this side again so we're not overlapping folds on both sides. Okay, now that we're all packed up, I'm gonna put it in her rolling suitcase, or sorry, her rolling backpack. So let's tilt this down a little bit so you can see. There's plenty of room in there. Just kind of lay it flat. See how it's kind of structured in the back and then the sides are soft. So I'll just slide it in there. Shoes will go back here, kind of on the sides of where the bar is. But for now, that works. Plenty of room. And these are actually like, no matter how much I pack into them and if it feels heavy to lift, it's still really light for her to roll. My 4-year-old can even handle rolling her own suitcase through the airport. These have been the best travel decision I've ever made. Next, we're gonna take the sandals and we're gonna put them on each side of the bar in the rolling backpack behind the packing cube. So here's the bar and it obviously goes right down the middle, and on each side there's a little extra space where we can slide the sandals. All right, so we're gonna take the packing cube back out, find that slot on each side of the bar. Here we go. Actually, maybe we'll put it this way. And slide the other pair of sandals in. trying to figure out the best configuration. Sometimes you have to play around with it a little bit. Okay. Then we'll put the packing cube back in. Now that compartment is pretty much done unless we maybe slide some snacks or something in there. But all of the things he's gonna bring to do on the plane, we can fit in this front compartment, like his tablet, headphones, and any like notebooks or anything he wants to bring. Finally finished folding all of my stuff, making sure I had all the clothes I need. So I put all the kids' swimsuits into one packing cube. That way when it's time to go to the pool, we don't have to dig through all of their packing cubes to find what we need. We've got them all in one spot. Then I have one packing cube for my pajamas, intimates, and swimsuit. One for my tops. And pants, shorts, and dresses are in this large one. And then I also put my shaker for my protein shakes in the back too. So this fits nicely in the back part of the suitcase. Zip that up. And then I'll put each of these, I'll actually put my sandals in the bottom part and then put the 2 packing cubes over it. The swimsuits fit right on top. And then we have the compression strap. So yeah, that's one carry-on for all of my clothes plus the kids' swimsuits. And then toiletries and snacks and stuff will go in my Luca duffel that'll go on top of this. I'm going to wear my tennis shoes on the airplane just in case we need them for any of the activities. Sometimes you need closed-toed shoes. Then I'm bringing flip-flops for by the pool. Honestly, I might leave those behind because I think these reef sandals can work both for dressy outfits and slides by the pool. And then hiking sandals in case we do anything that's like requiring a decent amount of walking. So I'll put those in here. I'm sweating. This is a lot of work. Trying to decide if I should bring like wedges or cute shoes, but I don't think I have room. When you're traveling with kids, they don't need nearly as many toiletries as adults do. And so I'll put one quart-size bag of sunscreen in one of the kids' rolling backpacks. Slide it in the front pocket there. We have TSA pre-check, so we won't have to take it out. But there you go, easy to access if we need it. Okay, so I always bring my DSLR mirrorless camera, but I don't want to take a bulky case, but it still needs to be protected. So 2 years ago, I bought this neoprene sleeve for it. So this does a good job of keeping it from, you know, getting bumps or damage to it when it's in my personal item. So this is going to be my personal item. Slides right under the seat. And then I kind of just fold up the strap a little bit. There you have it. I just put it right in there. I also have this little travel brush I ordered from Amazon. Comes with a cover. I only use it for travel and it fits right in my personal item. I got each of the kids a can of Pringles for the trip. Sounds a little crushed. That's okay. I personally think Pringles should sponsor us. You can find Pringles anywhere you go in the world. So this is kind of our go-to travel snack of choice. The kids know they're gonna like it. They come in the small things, so I know they're not eating a ton of junk food. And yeah, I'm just gonna slide these in the water bottle pockets, and then on the other side, I'll put their water bottles. Their Kindle Fire tablets are done charging, so I'm gonna put these in the front pocket of each of their rolling backpacks. I also have all of their headphones I'm gonna put in there. Except for my oldest daughter's, we got her an MP3 player for Christmas and her headphones are attached to that. She likes to listen to music when she falls asleep, so we'll put those in there in the morning. And of course, you can't travel without candy, lollipops for takeoff and landing, and then 2 bags of Nerd gummy clusters for all of us to share on our travel day. I almost forgot my straightener / curling iron. I use it for travel. It locks as a curling iron or unlocks to be a straightener. curling iron straightener. And it's dual voltage, and so I can use this in Europe too. And then I always travel with this in case I do my hair right before we leave. This just covers up the curling iron. Okay, because we need to bring so much content creation gear on this trip and I just need a little bit more space, I decided to bring one more backpack. So one of the kids can use their rolling backpack as their carry-on and put it in the overhead compartment, and then they can carry the backpack and put their stuff in here. But I'm also gonna put like the tripods in here and any other like snacks or whatever that we want to bring on the trip. And then this can operate as like a flex bag if we have stuff that we want to bring home for the trip. This will give us extra space as well. I almost forgot about swimming stuff, and I actually don't know if the resort we're going to has like floaties available for kids. So we're just gonna bring some for our youngest two just in case. They're so close to being able to swim on their own. But I think we just need one more round of swimming lessons for them. And living in Wisconsin in winter, we don't have a lot of access to a pool, and we don't have a lot of spare time to like have them consistently in swimming lessons. So it's one of our goals for this spring. But in the meantime, we'll do this one for a 4-year-old. It's like a neoprene life jacket, and it's really nice and small. So I'm gonna put this in the suitcase that my husband will be using, and it barely takes up any space in the back part. So that'll be nice. And then I'm also going to have him bring this beach bag. It's pretty small. We got it from the Target, like whatever the dollar spot is, but it was maybe $3 or $5. This was last summer, so I doubt they still have it. And then I'm also gonna have him bring the kids goggles. Okay, here's our final pack. Rolling backpack for each kid, one carry-on size suitcase, one Calpac Luca duffel bag, and my backpack for tripods. Good morning. We're heading to the airport. I think we're all packed up. It's still dark and there's snow on the ground, so we're just praying we make it safely to the airport and we have a good flight. All right, here we go, guys. Florida.